Nuclear fission will cut the world's emissions by one wedge if we triple the amount of plants in the world today. This could be bad if the nuclear reactor were to explode, so it could be hard to convince consumers to create more plants. Biofuels use plants that already took up carbon dioxide, so by burning them we will return the same amount. Problem is, it will take up 1/6 of cropland, which is about the same size of India.
Wind-generated electricity could have the potential to replace one wedge of carbon emissions if you scaled the wind factories by a factor of 10. It would need a land the size of Germany, but it could also be used to grow crops by using that land. Photovoltaic cells are able to take in energy from the sun and convert it into electricity. It would take about 50 years to install all these arrays. By creating these arrays, it would cut carbon emissions by 1 billion tons. Fuel switching for electricity would displace 1,000 coal electric plants. It would still create 1 billion tons a year of carbon emissions, but that is better than the 2 billion tons created from the coal factories.
A car that gets 30 miles per gallon usually drives about 10,000 miles a year. This creates about a ton of carbon emissions annually per car. By doubling the fuel efficiency, we could replace a wedge of emissions. It will take until 2060 to get a car to be able to perform like this. By cutting emissions by 25% in all existing buildings would get a wedge worth of emissions reduction. Buildings need electricity for heat, electric, and transportation, and by reducing this could help stop carbon emissions. Cutting the average miles traveled in half would also achieve a wedge worth of emissions reduction. Many factors can help this, like an increase in technology, for example.